Ever feel like you're fighting a losing battle with your finances? Well, today, we're going to talk about how to become the commander-in-chief of your money and turn that financial stress into some serious financial strength.
So, I want to start with a question that, probably hits a little close to home for a lot of us. Do you ever feel stressed about money, that kind of constant nagging feeling that there's just not quite enough to go around?
If you answered yes, you are definitely not alone. I mean, let's be real. Unless you're a prince or a preschooler, you probably did. It so often feels like we're just reacting, constantly making tough choices without ever feeling like we're actually in the driver's seat. But what if I told you the inspiration you need is probably already in your wallet? This quote points us right to the face on the $1 bill. George Washington. I mean, think about it. He led an underdog army to victory because he had a brilliant strategic plan. And that's exactly the mindset we're going to adopt today. So, consider this your official call to command. It's time to stop being a passive bystander in your own financial life and start acting like the general of your financial army. Let's get your training started. Okay, here is the core idea, and it's actually pretty simple. Think of every single dollar you have as a soldier. And as the commander-in-chief, your job is to give each one of those soldiers a very specific mission. And that mission, that's your budget. It's your strategic battle plan for winning this thing. What's really shocking, though, is how few people actually operate with a battle plan. A 2016 Gallup poll found that only about a third, just 32%, of American households keep a detailed budget. This means by simply making one, you're already giving yourself a massive strategic advantage over, well, pretty much everyone else. So, where does a good general begin? Well, you start by assessing your forces. Before you can send your army into battle, you have to know exactly what it looks like right here, right now. And this is absolutely crucial. We are only working with the money you have right now. Budgeting isn't about guesswork or predicting the future. It's about deploying the soldiers that are currently in your bank account. I mean, you can't command reinforcements that haven't even arrived yet, right? Let's just reframe the word budget for a second. A lot of people hear it and they immediately think of restriction, of all the things they can't do. But that's not it at all. A budget is about direction. It's a tool that gives you control, it gives you awareness, and it gives you power over your financial life. Okay, so you've assessed your forces, you know what you're working with. Now it's time to actually draft that battle plan. We're going to look at two proven, super effective strategies for giving your dollar soldiers their marching orders. And here they are, your two primary battle plans. On one side, we have the 5-category mission, which is awesome if you like detailed planning. On the other side, we've got the 50-30-20 formation, which is a really powerful, streamlined approach. The best part is, you get to choose which one fits your command style. So the first option is the 5-category mission. This gives you really detailed control. First up, you have essentials. These are the absolute must-haves, your non-negotiables like housing and food. Next is security, which is all about building up your defenses, with an emergency fund and paying down debt. Then you have goals, the money you're setting aside for big life achievements, like a down payment on a house. Lifestyle covers your social world. And finally, discretionary. That's for all the fun stuff that makes life really enjoyable. Now, the second strategy is the 50-30-20 formation, and this one is just beautifully simple but so powerful. Half of your after-tax income, so 50%, goes to your needs, the absolute non-negotiables. Then 30% is for your wants, which covers all your lifestyle choices like entertainment and eating out. And then a really crucial 20% goes directly to savings and debt repayment. This is what secures your financial future. It's just a really clean, streamlined way to enforce discipline. Okay, so creating the plan is half the battle. But the other half? That's all about execution. A brilliant strategy is totally useless if the soldiers don't actually follow it. So how do you maintain discipline in the ranks and make sure your plan actually succeeds? Here are some field-tested tactics for you. First, automate your savings. Just pay yourself first before you can even think about spending it. Set really clear, motivating goals to keep your eyes on the prize. And hey, reward yourself for sticking to the plan. Discipline deserves a little recognition, right? And maybe most importantly, review your plan every single month. Things change, and a good general always adapts. Every good general also needs to be aware of potential ambushes. Ignoring those little $5 coffee purchases can totally sink your budget. They really, really add up. Being way too strict can just lead to burnout. And forgetting about those once-a-year costs, like insurance or car repairs, can throw your entire strategy right off course. You gotta stay vigilant. Luckily, you're not commanding this army with old-school tech. You've got some pretty advanced intelligence tools at your disposal. Simple spreadsheets work great, and there are tons of budgeting apps out there, like YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget, or Wallet, that can automate all this tracking and give you a real-time view of the financial battlefield.
So, after all this planning and all this discipline, what does victory actually look like? What's the ultimate goal that we're all fighting for here?
See, the true price here isn't just a bigger number in your bank account. It's that huge psychological shift from anxiety to confidence. It's the clarity of knowing exactly where your money is going, the control of being the one who decides its path, and that amazing peace of mind that comes from not having to hold your breath every time you check your balance.
And that really is the ultimate takeaway. This entire exercise, this whole battle plan, it's all designed to do one thing: make you happier and less stressed with the resources you already command. It's about building a better life, not just a bigger bank account. So the question is, what's your first command going to be?